Welcome everyone to a new Fritz trainer. You might be wondering, why is the current world number 18 a super grandmaster with a rating of 2731, the one and only Vidit Gujrathi, in a blindfold?
Well, I've been held at gunpoint and forced to do this because I can't pay the ransom which is required. So, yeah.
Well, Vidit, the only way this blindfold is coming off from your eyes is if you solve the position that is in front of you. You can't see it, so I'll call out the pieces.
So we are starting with blackmail. Okay, good. Great start.
So are you ready? Because if you are not able to solve this, you will do the entire Fritz trainer with a blindfold.
Okay, so let's get this right.
So white king a3, queen g2,
Okay,
rook e4,
okay,
rook b4, Bombay 4,
okay.
knight d8.
Yeah,
So there are only 5 pieces for white.
yeah.
Black, king g8, queen f8, rook e1, rook h1, pawn on c3, pawn on f6, pawn on g7, and pawn on h7. If you would like to repeat.
King a3, queen g2, rook b4, rook e4, knight d8. Black king g8, queen f8, rook e1, rook h1, pawn c3, f6, g7, h7.
Yes, white to play. This is a study by Alexander Stavrietsky, and it was composed in 1999, and Vidit has no idea about this position. He's going to try and solve it blindfold. This is the first video of our Fritz trainer. Let's see how he does it. Vidit, you can sort of speak out your thought process.
Yeah. So first I was thinking of queen g7, but that's stupid because just king g7 or even queen g7 both are fine. There's no further continuation. Then I thought of rook e1 and this caught my attention. Rook e1, queen d5 check. That's what I'm thinking right now. King h8 and here knight f7, king g8, and here I sense that there could be something because of some familiar looking patterns. So knight f7, king g8. I'm thinking now of knight e5, king h8, but knight g6, h6, and my rook is unfortunately pinned.
Beautiful.
So I can't go rook h4.
Well, some of you who might be even seeing it might not have noticed that this is a pin, but Vidit, who is blindfolded, has seen that the rook is pinned, so you can't move it. You can, by the way, pause this video and think for yourself as well, and then start and see how you thought along with Vidit. Okay, Vidit, so do you want to go back to the first position?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's all the same. I'm just...
I mean, what are you thinking about that line, or are you thinking some other candidate moves? What's going on?
I have to act quickly. I cannot make slow moves. I was thinking of rook e8 kind of moves, but it does not seem right.
Yeah.
Rook e1 feels correct to me. I'm on the right path with rook e1.
Any other moves apart from rook e1 that have crossed your mind, or only
Knight e6 crossed my mind,
okay?
but then there were so many checks. Queen a8, rook a1.
Yeah.
It does not make sense. Rook e8 crossed my mind, but again there are too many checks, and rook takes e8 or rook a1, rook b1, and somehow it did not make sense to me.
And what else? My role here is to kind of get Vidit confused up in general. So could be that rook e1 is the answer, but could be that there are other possibilities as well in the first.
Wait. I did not notice, but there is queen a2 check.
Queen a2 check, okay.
I completely overlooked this check.
Happens when you are not seeing.
So king h8.
Okay.
Now knight f7,
Mm-hmm.
king g8.
Mm-hmm.
Something here feels like there should be something here. There's some king g8. The spin on the rook on b4 is very annoying.
Hmm.
I can play knight d6,
Okay.
king h8, so that my pin is gone. But does it really solve something?
And so after knight d6, king h8. Do you think there is something here?
Not sure.
What is coming to your mind?
So there are too many checks, discovered checks possible.
Hmm.
So knight d6, king h8. I can go rook b8, queen b8,
Mm-hmm.
knight f7,
Mhm.
back, king g8.
Mm-hmm.
But now what next? Queen a2, king h8, knight f7, king g8. Knight e5 does not work, king h8. Knight g6, h g6, again rook h4, rook h4. So that thing is not working. So knight d6 makes sense, king h8. Now what to do? I can go rook e8, but rook e8 is met with rook takes e8. I'm stuck.
Rook b8. So you went rook b8 instead of rook e8.
Yeah, queen b8.
Queen b8. You were on the right track, knight f7, king g8, and then you stopped here somehow. You wanted.
Okay. Now I see it. Knight d8 check, king h8, and now rook e8. This is the move I was missing. Wow. It's amazing. Rook takes
Why?
e8.
Why is this move needed?
Because the queen was controlling the g8 square,
Okay.
and I was unable to give a smothered mate. So
what
whenever
you-
I wanted to give queen g8 check, let's say if I do it without knight d8, knight h6, king h8, queen g8, then queen takes g8, and now knight f7 is queen f7.
Okay.
So I needed this interference of the rook in between, and for that first I had to deflect the queen, put the knight in on d8 so that I cut it off, then give rook e8 check, rook e8, knight f7, king g8, knight h6, queen g8, knight f7.
Check. Check. Well, because you solved this correctly with it, it's
I can
time
get
to
off.
get off your blindfold. And we have this beautiful mate on the board.
Beautiful.
With it, did you like this one?
Yeah, it's a very nice study. You sense that there is something with this pattern, but it was not obvious. I would say that I was not able to find the right order of giving the pieces.
Right.
But it's
But
amazing that you have queen, two rooks, you give everything, and it's mate with the knight.
it's made with the knight, and this is the idea of this Fritz trainer. We are going to make Vidit really suffer here. He's going to calculate, he's going to use all his imagination, but it's also structured in a very nice way so that the people can learn from it. For example, here was a smothered mate idea.
Yeah.
And
But not just a plain smothered mate. You had to create this out of nowhere, out of thin air. So the point is that while I am calculating, sharing my thought process, you pick up some nuggets from it which might be unique or you might not know, and you might also enjoy seeing me struggle. So that's another advantage. And at the end of every video, we'll try to tell you how to improve the calculation or how you can do better in this while I am going the process myself.
right, and Vidit has no idea about the positions we have selected. As you saw, he was struggling. Vidit, why did you decide to do it this way? You know, you could have prepared everything, you could have come here and taught it, but why did you say, okay, I want it to be tested?
I think this is more interesting. It's also not prepared, so it makes it more fun to do it for me. And the second reason is whenever if I think like I would love to learn from people who are stronger than me. So I would love to know how they think and how is their thought process. So this was the point, that people who want to become stronger or they want to improve from where they are, one of the ways is to learn the thought process from a player who is stronger than you. So this was the entire point.
So I guess only 17 players in the world might not find this very useful because you are world number 18, 2730. We have the Super GM Vidit Gujrathi here. Onwards to the next video. Hi everyone. As Vidit Gujrathi prepares for his candidates, and it's going to happen in 10 days from now, or what is it, 15 days from now, I want to take you back in time a few months ago when we recorded a video course with him in ChessBase India office. Vidit had come and we recorded a course on tactics and calculation. These are the topics which we discussed, and under each topic, let's say pin, there were multiple problems that were discussed in it. And this was really a very, very nice experience for me personally, sitting next to him and he trying to solve them. He didn't know the positions, he was solving it on the go. And as you saw the video, there was also one which he did blindfolded. I think it's a great video course for you to check your calculations and tactics, compare it to a Super GM, how he thinks. And so a great idea is to take a position, think on your own, and then go through the solution to check how Vidit solves it. We also did some reviews with some of the people who went through the course of differing levels, and those reviews are in the link in the description. So check it out and do get this course for yourself to improve your calculation and tactics.